As the Florida Fruit and Vegetable Association enters its 77th year of serving agriculture, key issues are affecting growers on several fronts. FFVA continues to take a strategic, intentional approach to our leadership in the industry, anticipating and responding to challenges and opportunities on behalf of our members.
FFVA is very important because your strength lies in numbers. United we stand, divided we fall. And with that said, the security that FFVA provides us, that it's just a phone call away, and they have the subject matter experts that we need to handle our issues, and they're there to help us.
Trade relief for Florida growers was a key focus for FFVA this past season. Under NAFTA, Florida growers have suffered huge losses as cheap, heavily subsidized Mexican imports have flooded the U.S. market. Despite strong industry efforts for a solution under the new USMCA, the final proposed trade pact does not include a mechanism to help specialty crop agriculture. FFVA will continue to push for an effective trade solution for growers. The association supports the federal government's proposed Defending Domestic Produce Production Act that would provide critically needed trade relief for specialty crop producers in Florida and the Southeast. FFVA appreciates the commitment and leadership of Florida's congressional delegation in support of this key issue. Specialty crops experienced a win with the 2018 Farm Bill. The new 5-year bill continues important investments in market access and expansion, funding for citrus greening research, and programs to combat plant pests and diseases and increase consumption of fruits and vegetables. This success was the result of hard work by the Specialty Crop Farm Bill Alliance, which FFVA co-chairs. FFVA persevered this year in its ongoing mission to ensure that agriculture employers have an adequate workforce. Difficulties with the H-2A guest worker program continue, and immigration reform is still a challenge, but the association continues to push for progress. FFVA has been at the table during discussions of a bill that would put workers on a path toward earned legal status and make critically needed improvements to the H-2A program. This year, FFVA was the driving force behind a new coalition called Together Florida. Made up of 21 agricultural companies and organizations, Together Florida is actively advocating for workable solutions to harmful algae blooms in Florida waterways that involve all stakeholders: residents, businesses, municipalities, utilities, agriculture, and others. FFVA is a preeminent voice for growers on water concerns. This year, we continued to represent agriculture's interests before the water management districts despite challenges posed by turnover in their boards. FFVA also provided leadership and industry comments as the regulation schedule for Lake Okeechobee is reviewed. An outbreak of E. coli last fall linked to romaine lettuce from Central California left leafy greens growers in Florida facing severe losses just as the harvest was about to start. FFVA worked diligently with state and elected officials on a solution to allow Florida growers to ship their lettuce. Ultimately, the FDA accepted a labeling system proposed by the industry, clearing the way for Florida romaine to get back onto grocery store shelves. In March, FFVA led a group of 26 organizations in calling on the federal government to modify its so-called hours of service trucking rules. FFVA suggested changes that would protect driver safety while still allowing timely delivery of perishable fruits and vegetables. The government has issued a notice of proposed rulemaking, and FFVA and the petition supporters will work together to ensure the new rules address all of our requests. A new political climate in Tallahassee posed challenges for agriculture during this year's legislative session. Our industry lost several champions in the 2018 election, and as a result, agriculture had very few requests during the session and worked hard not to lose any previous gains. FFVA pushed hard for full funding for the Fresh from Florida program, which eventually received $5.8 million. FFVA also saw a changing of the guard this year, with the retirement of longtime President Mike Stewart in January and the appointment of his successor, Mike Joyner. 2 other veteran FFVA staffers also retired: Industry Resources Vice President Dan Botts and Butch Calhoun, Director of Government Relations. With an eye to the future, FFVA is identifying and equipping the next generation of leaders. Class 8 has just completed the Emerging Leader Development Program. 5 sessions throughout the year connected them with the people, places, and production practices vital to specialty crop agriculture. In addition, a task force of the Board of Directors is studying ways to diversify the board and more fully involve young leaders. From the farm fields to Capitol Hill, FFVA is an essential partner for Florida producers, working to safeguard a strong future for agriculture.
Connect,
Lead.
protect,
Serve.
represent, inform.
Grow.